Shit, we're recording.
Yeah, I see the little.
I just seen the little red thing. What am I supposed to say? Oh, this is Shit Happens. I'm Jacob.
I'm Brandon.
And this is a podcast about everything and nothing at the same time. If you want to say,
I thought we were gonna do it together, Jacob.
Did you want to do the intro?
I thought we were gonna do it.
Do the intro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I thought we were gonna do it together.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Brendan.
Jacob, this is supposed to be a team effort.
Go ahead, Brendan.
This is a team effort.
Let's start from the beginning, guys. He's doing it.
This is supposed to be a team effort. We already did the intro.
Remember the first episode where you're supposed to do it? This is good practice. Go ahead.
Yeah, I know.
Try it again.
We're doing it together. We were supposed to do it together. No, we're not doing it. There's no intro today. The intro is canceled.
Intro is canceled.
We're going straight into the first topic.
Intro is canceled by Brendan. Just know that he won't be here next week.
Yes, I will.
I'll
be here next week.
Well, he misinformed you about whatever time he said he wasn't gonna be here.
I didn't misinform anybody.
He misinformed me.
I told everybody that I wasn't gonna be here at the end of July, and it's the beginning of July, Jacob.
First of all, you don't make up your mind. That's number one.
On what?
When you want to be gone and when you want to stay.
I told you the days I was gonna be gone.
What about the camping trip? I thought you were supposed to leave.
I told you when my camping trip is. It's July 12th to the 16th, and then I go to Florida the 17th to the 22nd.
So you're gonna be gone for like a month?
I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks, Jacob.
A month.
2 weeks.
A month.
2 weeks.
I don't have.
End of July.
Once again, I need.
Steve is gonna come on here and
I need someone to do the podcast.
Steve is coming on here to talk about his new girlfriend.
Allegedly. I don't know anything about that. I mean, I do, but I don't.
Our theory is that the person doesn't exist and they're either a guy or a robot playing him or just using him for money or attention.
That is his theory.
It's his theory.
My theory is...
He's just saying that to be nice, Steven.
My theory... I'm not saying anything that I wouldn't say. My theory is the person actually does exist, and they're an attractive person.
He said
to Steven, not me.
He said they don't have any ass.
Who, Steven?
Yes, he said.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what they're.
No. Steven was like, oh well, she has a pretty face, but she doesn't have no ass. I don't know why we needed to know that.
Hopefully, whoever Steven is interested in never watches our podcast because
he's gonna send her. He's gonna send her the podcast. No, because Steven's not smart enough to do that.
He's not. No, that would be dumb. Oh, let's send her a clip of him talking about how she has no ass. That makes no sense for Steven.
I mean, Steven would be that type of person.
That makes no sense. And you have a track history with no.
Damn! Listen.
Why do you want to bring up Steven?
Because Steven has more problems. He's not here today. That's why. Because he was supposed to come here this weekend and be on the podcast, but he decided to go to New York.
Steven's in New York to see
his great grandpa.
Someone he would otherwise not know.
Yeah, pretty much.
Unless his family introduced him, which he's been introduced before, clearly, or something like that. It's been a while. He's having fun. It's a nice family trip. I couldn't do it. I can't do family trips. Just my head would be spinning the whole time. By the time I would get back, I would literally not want to talk to them for a week. Or maybe a month. I'd probably be good for a minute. Not to say my family's bad. They're just...
Family trips aren't all as they're supposed to be.
Family trips create... Drama. Boom.
A lot.
Explosion.
Especially being in the car with them for a certain...
Like, the trip will be fine, right? But then the after trip thoughts...
Oh my gosh, the after trip.
Or it's just like, did you see her? Yeah, what was wrong with her? Blah 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 her or did you see him? He was tripping.
And when somebody gets mad, everybody gets mad and it spreads like wildfire. Then the next thing you know, everyone's fighting over nothing. Especially when no one's running off good sleep. Then everyone's angry.
I was fighting about a Uno game.
Did you play the card game or on the phone?
In person. It was a while ago.
Uh,
It was a bunch of family, and I wasn't on it because I don't remember exactly what the situation was, but I was fighting about Uno very, very,
were you
very.
losing or just
I didn't.
cheating?
I felt. I think I felt as if there was a missed call, and nobody could tell me what the official ruling was. So then I just got loud and rowdy, which is not like me. But yeah, it was. It was a nice day to trip, and I guess the tripping hit me, so I was tripping for no reason.
Yeah, I remember when my mom drove me and my sisters to Florida, and that's a 20-hour drive. The way down there wasn't horrible. I mean, it was exhausting. On the way back home though, I threw up 4 times in like an hour, and I had a massive headache. I'm assuming that I was throwing up because I had what's it called? What makes you sick when you're driving? The motion sickness.
Car motion sickness,
Motion
car
sickness.
sickness.
Car sickness.
There's no,
Car sickness.
bro. No. It was just motion sickness at the end of the day.
Motion sickness in the car, and that caused me to throw up 4 times in a row. I remember when we got to a gas station, and I had already cause I had to throw up in a bag in the car. It was horrible. When we got to the gas station, I had to throw up again, and I was throwing. Like when it gets to the point where when you throw up so much, you're just throwing up air, and there's nothing in nothing to throw up anymore. Cause I had thrown up 3 times beforehand. So I get out of the car, I go somewhere, and I just throw up everywhere. Horrible, worst road trip back. And we drove the night, I think. Yeah, we drove the night back, and then we got back in the morning time, and I got some good ass sleep the next day when we got back because that was another 20-hour drive on the way back home. Mom had to drive the entire way. I don't know how she did that because when I drove the 10 hours on no sleep to Massachusetts, that was horrible. And that was only 700 miles. That was only 10 hours. That was half of what we did when we went to Florida.
What Florida? What Florida?
What, Florida?
What city?
It was south of Tampa. It's called Port Charlotte. It's right next to Cape Coral.
No idea what you're talking.
It's in between Tampa and Miami, right in the middle.
You talking about the city or the fly?
The Fly?
I think I see it.
Yeah, it's right. The Fly is right there.
No, I killed that one. There's another one.
Oh, it's dead?
If it's not dead, I could still hit it more, but I'm pretty sure it's dead. It hasn't moved since I hit it. I told you I was gonna kill it. I killed it. I'm gonna kill the other one. I had to meditate before I did this podcast
He
about.
was really stressing out about the flies.
No, because you don't understand. No, you guys do understand. When a fly buzzes in your ear, it knocks off all your balance. It rings in your earlobes for about 10 minutes. It just gets on your nerves and it bugs your brain. Literally bugs your brain.
Yeah.
To the point where you want to kill every fly in sight. And so when I see whatever fly this is, I'm gonna get up. You're gonna literally see me get.
Oh, there it is.
That's not it. We know. when I if I get up, just don't mind me. Just pay attention to whatever we're talking about. I'm gonna kill the fly. Come back like it never happened.
Flies have literal no use. They don't do anything. Like when you think of a spider, a lot of people are scared of spiders, but like they kill bugs and whatnot, so they have a purpose. Flies, they don't do anything. All they do is buzz around and lay eggs, and they're just nasty. They're gross insects, and they just fly around and buzz, and are just annoying, and are nothing but a
We're
nuisance.
rambling. What were we supposed to be talking about?
How female drivers can't drive at all, whether that's in terms of going the speed limit or
Running red lights.
running red lights, which I almost hit a car because it was green going through the intersection. I'm almost right up to the intersection, and this car just in the turning lane just pulls out right in front of me, and I had to pull a GTA 5 move, and I had to go into oncoming traffic around this car back into my lane to avoid it. And I got to the next light because it was red. This car pulls up next to me, and he was asking me if I was okay, and he was like, "Wait a minute, was that a female driver?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Man, it's always a female driver's driving like that." And I was like, "I know," because every time I get behind a slow car, it's always a female driver, and I'm not trying to be like sexist. Oh, all female drivers are slow drivers, because there's some female drivers that can actually drive. But I'm just saying the majority of slow drivers are always females, and I bet you, like, if you did like some research into it, you would see that there's a pattern with females just not knowing how to drive. I don't know why. I don't know the science behind it, but females, if you're driving on the road, step on the gas a little bit. Go a little faster than the speed
Are you
limit.
sure you're not just encountering old ladies? Just
No,
parking?
these are people like in their like 20s and 30s. I've rarely come across old people, and when I do, they drive slow. Call them Sunday drivers. But the majority of people that I like pass or go by are always like either young. Well, no, young females are usually the ones driving fast. It's the ones that are in like their 30s and 40s that are driving like 20 miles an hour in a
Because they're
45.
moms, bro. You gotta.
Well, they can move out of my way. That
They have to make it home. They probably have their kid in the back seat, and they want to be able to step on the brake. If
they don't need to go. They don't need to go.
They're probably not. Sometimes they're not looking. They're not even looking at the road.
Yeah, they're paying. They're texting on the phone, which is more dangerous than
They're
speeding.
either texting or they have to look in the back seat to see why their child is acting up. Sometimes you have to understand. Okay, you have to give females a little bit of a break.
Listen, you don't drive. When you start driving, you're gonna understand the pain of getting behind a slow driver. Any point.
I have driven on the road before. It gets annoying, but at the end of the day,
There's a lot of annoying drivers.
All you have to do is just be patient.
If you drive slow, drive faster, or get in another lane. They should create a lane specifically for slow drivers, especially on the highway. Like on the highway, there should be a lane specifically for trucks and slow drivers. They stay in that lane. All three other lanes should be, you can go whatever speed you fucking desire. Would there be more accidents? Yeah, probably. But that's natural selection.
They don't have money to do the road infrastructure.
They don't have money.
Nobody has money to do that. They barely have money to do the water infrastructure because the water infrastructure is messed up. AKA, does Flint have water now? Does anybody know? Does Flint ever get water?
Yeah, they've been had their water fixed. I remember when they had that water problem. That was terrible.
I mean, it doesn't really. Just because they say it's fixed, it still might not be fixed.
If I lived in Flint, Michigan, I would never drink the water, even if it was fixed, because their water was horrible.
Every water is horrible.
That's true, especially tap water. That stuff be coming from.
No, there's no safe water. There's nothing safe out here, guys.
I mean, the water that you drink is technically toilet water. It's processed water from like sewage and shit, and it gets turned into water. Like you see that mountain water, that shit don't come from the mountains. That comes straight out of people's ass.
Oh my goodness.
It's ass water. And I drink probably fucking 6 of those a day. I try to really not think about that, but yeah.
Obviously not.
Most water.
Because this man's just straight spitting. It's ass water.
It's literally ass water. It literally comes out of people's ass and is processed and turned into water.
Okay. I don't
But it's more safe than tap water.
Are we sure?
Tap water is like it's city water. Well, unless you have a well, then you have well water. But city water, I don't be trusting city water. You don't know what the government be putting in that. They could be putting like some weird experimental crap in there.
I don't trust any water, and I don't trust anyone's food, and I don't trust people at work when they start reasoning food. This is why when people bring stuff into work, I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm just not eating anything. They're like, why don't you get some? Why didn't you get any? Because I wasn't tripping about it. I was good. I'm still good. Unless, can we go back to working now? Please. Please, can we get back to work now? But yeah, that's all you have.
That was all I had in my head for today. It's not, I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in my life.
What was I reading? I was reading something on Twitter. About Twitter.
Twitter just changed it to where you can only view
600 posts a day.
And then if you buy the thing, then you can view 6,000. Apparently Elon is changing that to 800 and then 8,000.
I think it's great.
I think that's stupid.
I think it's great.
I think it's stupid because, like, me who's on Twitter a lot, when it comes to like weather and stuff, you need to view a ton of tweets, and if you lose access to that, then you lose access to like information and stuff, especially like when you're storm chasing and you're looking at other people's like models or where they want to chase at. You're not gonna be able to see that because you can only see 600 tweets. And yeah, 600 tweets is excessive, but when you're scrolling, you can go through 100 tweets in like a minute because it counts as the one that you're scrolling past.
Yes, but I think it was made with good intentions, you know, because some people don't have, what is the thing called? What is the thing called?
Twitter blue?
No, an attention span.
Mm.
Some people don't have an attention span. They can sit there for hours and be on Twitter for hours. I'm not one of those people. I can only be on my phone for so long until I get tired or bored of it. Then I have to either do something or watch a show.
Sometimes I be getting trapped on my phone. I'll just keep running through the same apps because my OCD will get triggered by something, and I'll forget to do something on my phone. So then I get stuck in this loop where I'm constantly going on every single app, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start doing this. I'm gonna start doing that. Like my attention span is so like fucked.
And that's the only reason I think it's good. But I mean, yeah, I mean,
Elon's
it
ruining
depends.
Twitter.
It depends. If you need it and it's a vital tool for you to use, then I guess it's bad. But for me personally, I think that this is a good thing to do and at least experiment with. And I think they should try to experiment with it with every app
Elon.
except TikTok, because TikTok,
Oh man, if they put an attention span on
they
that,
would be everybody would complain.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine like you can only view like say like 100 videos a day.
They'd be so upset. Me personally, if I reach my limit, I'd be okay. I'd be okay. I think I actually have limits on all my social media because
Why is it so
don't.
hot?
I don't.
Look at this. Why is it so hot?
I don't know. It's a conductor. Do you not know how plugs
Yeah,
work?
but it's not supposed to get that hot.
I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what you want me to say.
It's hot.
Okay, unplug it before it explodes. What do you want me to
Let
say?
it fucking explode. Content.
Anyway, I think it's good. He thinks it's bad. Let us know your thoughts. I don't know if I said like, comment, subscribe in this video. I feel like I didn't.
No, you did not.
So please, people, like, comment, subscribe, and rate us 5 stars on all audio platforms.
You know the usual.
The usual, please, yes. Eventually we're gonna set up a Discord because eventually,
because
we won't always be in person. I don't think we'll always be in person, and if we happen to if we happen to be far away distances from each other, we'll do a Discord. We'll do Discord episodes where you guys can like join in.
We could live stream Discord
like,
too.
And things like that. And the live stream, like he was talking about, he interrupted my thoughts. So now I'm a little bit scrambled, but I'm getting back on track.
I had to get it out before I forgot about it.
Some people did not like the list, and
I saw that.
Honestly, if you looked at the whole list and not where it actually the video cuts off,
it's not even bad.
The list is not that bad, but
Are you talking about that old dude that commented on that TikTok?
I thought it was hilarious. I said it was hilarious. We're gonna make more lists. We're gonna make more.
See, this is why
tier list. Anyway,
Who's why we don't film? Because of them.
My heart was.
Yeah, that really.
That really just made me have really bad anxiety.
Skip the beat.
What y'all thought? What y'all think it was?
It's just it didn't think anything. It just why would you hit on the window that hard? Out of nowhere.
To scare y'all and to interrupt, because y'all saying we were interrupting. Fuck y'all, y'all interrupted. And I'll do it again. And we don't give a fuck.
I don't know if we're still recording, but anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys later. In life, shit happens.
That don't fit me in my thighs.
Okay, you know what?
Are y'all okay?